Good evening, this is BelGeode and we are back with some more X-Plane 11. So, welcome to 2017, and I figure the best way to start this new year off is in the Belicopter here at Washington County Airport, one of the airports that I designed last year for X-Plane 10 and imported here into X-Plane 11. As you can see, it was no worse for wear. It looks like everything is perfect with it. Now, just as a heads up, I am using Sky Maxx Pro 4.0, so you are seeing a lot of the effects from that. And I also have, I believe it's called Max Effect or Max Pro, something like that, where it can allow me to add little extra lighting and so on and so forth and highlight some of the shadows that we've got. Of course, I've got the ground shadows turned off, so that way my FPS doesn't go in a crapper, because X-Plane 11 is still not optimized, believe it or not. It is, after all, still in beta. But we have heard that it's supposed to be coming out of beta at some point in time soon. Trademark on the end. But we are going to be flying the Dreamfoil Creations Eurocopter. That's the AS350 Bravo Eurocopter. As you can see, it fared quite well. It is one of the few Dreamfoil copters that doesn't seem to have any issues with it, except some minor graphical ones, like the glass. There was something wrong with the glass, which honestly I just photoshopped it, so it's fine. So let's go ahead and hop in and get the startup sequence done, and I'll tell you what we're going to do today. Alright, so first things first, let's close the door because it's kind of chilly outside. Okay, and we'll put on the headphones while we're at it. And we'll go ahead and get the checklist ready here and get everything all started. Alright, so we need to have the battery EPU, DCT bat, generator, lights, and instrument lights. There we go. Okay. And we'll turn on the anti-collision lights and the fuel pump. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I know there's a lot of shadow with the way that Max Effect is working here, but that's alright. I'm just going through to make sure that we've got enough gas. We do. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Alright, that will work. So let's continue our startup procedure here. Alright, quick lights test. Everything's good. Fire test is good. And we'll do this other test that I still have no idea what it really does, but might as well get in the habit. Okay, everything checks out. Good to go. Alright. Oh wow, I didn't realize there's a light up here. Oh neat, it does come on. It doesn't do much in the daytime, but it comes on, so that's good. Alright, let's turn the rotor brake off. And fuel, we'll turn that on. Put the guard down while we're at it. Oh crap, I just realized something. I turned on the fuel pump, meanwhile there was no fuel flowing. Alright, let's do this. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. Please don't break my fuel pump. And we'll start the engine. Alright, moment of truth. We'll see if I broke something. Yeah, it's starting to spool up. This is good. Yeah, the lights are disappearing. Okay, hydraulic system is up and running. We're good to go. We're about halfway there. So far so good. Okay, second light is out. We need that generator light to go out now, so we're just waiting for it to develop enough speed for that to happen. There we go. Any minute now. Oh, there it flickers. Oh, wow. I wonder if that's normal. I've never noticed that before. I've never noticed it flickering. Usually it just goes off. Okay. Well, that's good to go. So let's go ahead and get everything else turned on here. So the position lights can come on. Taxi lights will turn you on. Okay, let's put the guard down because I always forget that. Alright, let's go ahead and get the throttle up to flight position. Okay, we're good to go. We'll wait for that to spool up. While that's coming up, we'll get the landing lights on. We'll set everything to flash. Turn on the horn and the pitot heater. We're going to need it today. Okay, avionics can come on as well. Let's get the radios on. Transponder. And let's see, are we set to 1200? We should be. Yes, we are. Okay. Alright, so our first stop is going to be my house, otherwise known as Gregg Airport. I've decided that is my base of operations. So let me go ahead and program it in. The code is 5 Golf 5. So there's the G, and here's the 5. There we go. Activate that. So according to the GPS, we need to be tracking 081. So we'll zoom in a little bit here. And we're going to need to set that on the HSI so we know where we're going. But first we'll turn the data fields on. And let's get the map track facing up, which you'll notice it's now going off to the left because we're facing south right now. Alright. Let's see. I should probably do this with the ADI. There we go. ADI is currently caged. We're good to go. And as you can see, I have the elevation written at any airport that I create, which I still haven't decided yet if I'm going to put them up on the org site just yet. But the reason for that is so that we can easily set our altimeter if we don't have access to the radio or something like that. And I can't seem to get the frequency to work in X-Plane 11, so we're going to do it manually here. Alright, that should be it. Yeah, that's about it. So our barometer is 30.18. It has been running a little high of late. Of course, we're probably going to need to set it to GPS, but we'll do that just before we take off. For now, however, let's see if we can line up the HSI with that. So we want 081, that's 90, that's 80, so pull it back this way. What do we have? 82. Close enough. Alright, we'll line up the course knob. There we go. And actually, let me touch it just to the left there. There we go, 081. Perfect. Alright, I think we're just about ready. We'll switch the GPS on there. Okay, let me make sure we have everything set to go. Yep, everything is looking good. And as you can see, it's a pretty overcast day today. This is pretty much exactly what it looks like outside my house right now. So yeah, Sky Maxx Pro, you done did good. Combined with X-Plane 11, yes, we finally have some really good weather features here. There are some slight issues with it that I will go over after we've taken off so I can, show them off. Alright, but for now, let's go ahead and get going. Oh, wait. Crap, I forgot something. Whoops. The collective is still locked, and the cyclic are still locked. Okay. Let's try this again. Cyclic moves and collective. How about you? Okay, we'll check the pedals in a second. Alright, I think we're ready to take off this time. It looks like we're going to head to runway 9. Alright, quick pedal check here. A little bit of collective. Pedals feel sweet. Not soft and mushy. This is good. Alright, let's do it. Let's go ahead and taxi over to the runway. I've been practicing my hover taxi, and I'm still a little bit rusty, but we'll make it work. We'll make it happen. Okay, so I want to go out this way. The windsock says we need to take off to the east. This is good. I can deal with that. Alright, we got the hold short line coming up. We'll check and make sure that our lights and everything are on before we actually start heading out. Come on, baby. There we go. Right here is good. Go ahead and put her down right behind the hold short line. Alright, runway 9. We're good. Okay, so all the lights are on that need to be on. Switches are in the right position. Ignition switch is guarded. Okay, yes, I think we are set. Alright, so let's take a quick look at Washington Airport on the way to Gregg, and we'll see what the scenery looks like with this foggy weather. So here we go. taxi over to the runway. I gotta remember to just be gentle with the collective here, so that way we're not going hog wild. Alright, that's good enough for me. We are officially on the runway and there's no traffic coming, so we'll take off. Now, one thing I should caution you on, I have not reinstalled W2XP, World to X-Plane. So what we're seeing as far as the regular autogen is exactly the default autogen in this location. Now, with that having been said, I noticed with this airport and some of the other ones that I've created, the roads still do match up properly, so this is good. The only thing it's missing is some of the houses in the neighborhood, but I guess I'll probably get that if I reinstall W2XP for X-Plane 11. It's not officially geared to work with X-Plane 11, but from my understanding, a lot of the scenery doesn't seem to have an issue. So we can see the charter jet area, the helipad, and we can see that the airport looks swell. The only thing that I really needed to change was I needed to add one line of code, which I'll put in the description, to make sure that the airport was flat. Because, of course, Laminar Research and their infinite wisdom decided to remove the little option that we have to either make runways follow contours or make the airport flat. They totally removed it. I really hope they put it back in there, because otherwise you have to modify every single airport one by one if you want to have it flat. Which kind of sucks, because by default it's set to contours. No bueno. Alright, so we got a little lake here. Let's skim the top of that lake on our way to Gregg. Hop back inside the cockpit here in a moment. Look at that. The water still looks good. The shoreline, I'm really not a huge fan of the X-Plane shoreline, but I imagine as time goes on, things will get a little bit better. But the trees, oh my god, it's like a night and day difference of the trees. I know it's pretty much the same trees, but they look so different here in X-Plane 11. I'm loving it. They actually look better to me. Or maybe it's because they're more dense. I don't know what it is, but whatever the case, I like it. And there's the city of Washington off to our left there. That's Washington, PA, a few miles south of Pittsburgh and a few miles south of where I live. And then off to the right, we've got West Virginia. Okay, so according to the GPS, we are a little to the right of where we need to be, so go ahead and swing out this way. There's supposed to be an interstate I-70 that runs just south of the city of Washington, so we'll probably see if we can find that, and we should be able to follow it to the city, or the town, excuse me, of 84, which is where this airport is that I call home. In real life, it's probably about 15, maybe 20 miles south of where I live. And I don't even think the airport really exists in real life anymore, because from what I've seen, like satellite maps and whatnot, there's not much there. But for the purposes of our fantasy world here, whoa, a little bit of a gust of wind there, wow. But for the purposes of our fantasy world here, yes, my home is Gregg Airport. So that's going to be the official thing. And speaking of which, part of the reason why we're going there is because Allie's there waiting for us. Allie and I have some errands that we need to run today over in Rostraver. So I'm going to go pick her up, and we are going to head over to some of the other airports that I've created. Aha! And there is the parkway. So we have I-79 going off to the right of your screen, and we've got I-70 continuing east this way. So we'll follow I-70 for a little bit here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think they still have problems with here. Now, bear in mind, I have not yet bought X Enviro, so I have no idea how that thing works. But I do have Sky Maxx Pro 4.0, and like I said, it works well. But there's still that X-Plane issue where the fog seems to disappear the higher you go, and you don't actually see a representation of the clouds that are causing the fog down below. But as you can see, we're about 2 miles away, and the airport's directly ahead. I can see my flashing beacon now. I was going to get a little bit more altitude here just to kind of show you what I mean, how this haze and fog just seems to disappear the higher you get, and it looks more like a clear day, which obviously it's not. But we'll wait until after we've got Allie and we head out of here. For now, I'm just going to slow down here as we're nearing the town of 84. And we'll get into the pattern. We'll see exactly which way the wind is blowing, which will determine which way we're landing. Although, just between you and I think we're going to land in this direction. Only because we're really not that far from Washington, and this is the way that we had to take off anyway. Alright, so let's get a quick look outside here. There it is. That's pretty much what 84 is like. There might be a couple of churches here and there, but there's not much to that little town. There really isn't. And we've got the little neighborhood that our airport services. So my official fictional story here is the little neighborhood that you see off to the right of this airport. Some of those people also have aircraft, which they've been known to land at my airport here. So I'm kind of like, I guess, the airport caretaker. See, I've got a little hangar there in case people want to store stuff. Alright, we are going to brake to the right because I believe we are going to land the same way we took off. So we'll go over the neighborhood. I'll show you a little bit more about that. One difference that I have noticed between X-Planes 10 and 11, there's supposed to be a lake right over here. That lake does not seem to be represented in X-Plane 11. I don't know why that is, because I don't remember if the lake was a part of the default terrain or if it was added when I added W2XP. But the neighborhood still exists, even though the buildings still look like California-style buildings. Every now and then you'll see a little palm tree there, so hopefully X-Plane will get to work on some of the autogen for northeastern United States. We can actually have our houses look like they would in Pennsylvania, because there's really not that many ranch houses here. Everything's all like 2-3 stories with a basement, no less. Alright, I thought I saw the windsock. Oh wait, no, there it is, I see it. Okay, yes, I was correct. We are going to be landing to the east, so go ahead and see if we can pull the Belicopter down a bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, this is going to get fun. As far as flight dynamics go, pretty much all of the Dreamfoil creation helicopters did fare well. I'm still having some problems with the 300 CBI. It seems to be hit or miss trying to get it to start, so I don't know if it's missing something to do with the data refs or something like that. I'm really not too versed on aircraft. Scenery I can do, aircraft, which really sucks because I would love to be able to bring the Wilco Feel There tilt rotor to this flight sim, but obviously I'm not the creator of it, and I wouldn't even know how to get in touch with the people who created it to be able to transfer it over. Alright, here's good. Okay, we're in ground effect. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our little hover taxi here to our helipad, and then we'll wait for Allie to get in. So yeah, as long as you have a gentle hand with this helicopter, it will treat you well. However, my landings still need a little bit of work, shall we say. You would think having it for how many months now, I would actually have mastered it. Nope. Nope. Still a little rough every now and then when I put her down. Alright, but there's my house. And there's my helipad. And we're gonna bring this baby home. Alright, deep breaths. Deep breaths. I can do this. I can do this. I want my first landing for 2017 to be a good one. Almost. Almost. Right about there. Not too shabby. That was kind of soft. I'll take it. I will take it. And we will hang out for a few until Allie gets here. So don't go away. Alrighty folks, welcome back. It's now 10 minutes later and here is Allie.
Are you telling your audience that I'm late again?
No ma'am, thought never crossed my mind. As a matter of fact, I was just going to work on setting up the GPS for our next destination.
Oh, Belle, that reminds me. Before we go to Rostraver, can we go to Finleyville, please?
What's there in Finleyville that we need?
The flying club there says they have some New Year's gifts for us that they would like to give to us. So there's someone in the office now. It won't take us long. All we have to do is just go over there and pick it up.
Alright, that works for me. I don't have a problem with that. Alright, so instead of Rostraver, we want Golf 05, which should be Finleyville Airpark, another one of the airports that I created for X-Plane 11. There we go. Alright, so now we need to track heading 063.
And by the way, Bill, when are you going to teach me to fly this thing? You've been promising to teach me how to fly a helicopter now for 3 years.
Soon, Allie, soon.
Now, is that soon as in a few days from now, or soon with your little TM on the end, which means whenever you feel like it?
Oh my god, Allie. Soon as in a few days from now, when the weather clears up. I'm sure you don't want to learn how to fly this thing with the weather like this.
Okay, but just so you know, I intend to hold you to that.
You can hold me to anything you want, dear. We will learn you how to fly a helicopter.
You're gonna learn me, huh?
That's right, girl. You gonna learn. Alright, but we are just about set to go. 063 is our heading. I'm gonna open up this window here. It's a little warm inside. Okay, are you ready?
Strapped in and ready to go, Belle.
Okay, so we are ready. And next stop, Finleyville Airpark. So I started to tell you, that is the audience, one of the things that I think is still wrong with X-Plane is the fact that when you gain more altitude, if you're in like a foggy area, once you get above the fog, everything just disappears and all of a sudden it's just a clear, calm day. That's not right. That is definitely not right. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of altitude here and I will show you exactly what I mean. So far, the only flight simulator that I can think of, whoa, there we go again with those gusts of wind. The only flight simulator that I can think of that has been able to pull off fog correctly has been, of course, DCS World. In fact, probably my next mission I might add some fog in there just so you can see exactly the difference that I'm talking about. Alright, but here we go, we're going up. So now you see what I'm talking about. Now that we're a little bit higher up, all of a sudden, there's no fog down below and we can clearly see the beacon for Finleyville Airpark. Not the way it should be. I should also mention that, whoa! Okay, you know what? I am not liking these little updrafts anymore. That's not fun. I was going to say, I should also mention that I have not tried real Terra haze, whether in X-Plane 10 or X-Plane 11, so I really don't know for sure if that is the solution that I'm looking for this fog, or if I've got to fork out $70 for X and Pyro. We'll see how well that's going to work. But be that as it may, countryside is still looking good, so I'll give them a pass for now. As far as X-Plane 11 goes, I realize beta is still beta. And our airpark is coming up ahead, so go ahead and see if we can bring her in. Again, I have no idea which way the wind is blowing there, so what we're probably going to do is do a flyover first, figure out which way the, the windsock is blowing, and then, once we have that settled, we'll figure out how we're going to bring this bird in.
I promise we don't have to be down for too long as well. The only things that they said they had for us were a bottle of champagne and some kind of gift basket or something like that.
Gift basket, huh? That must have been for the renovation work that we did.
Either way, I figured you weren't going to complain about it.
Well, you certainly got that right. Alright, I hope you're ready, because we're bringing her in.
I'm just going along for the ride, dear. What's the verdict there, mon capitaine?
Looks like it's going to be runway 14, so I'm going to bring her back around, and we'll stop short just past the neighborhood. We'll take it in manually because there's a lot tighter area down there for us to land, so yeah, we can't really afford to make any errors on this one.
I have all faith in your ability to get us down without becoming a smoking pile of rubble.
Thanks. I think. Alright, let's see. We can probably turn like right here. So let's pull back. Cyclic. Okay, there's our runway end. And yep, windsock is definitely going in the right direction for us.
Well, that's a good start, right?
Absolutely. The only thing I'm worried about are these trees at the end of the runway here. So I'm going to try and see if I can slow us down enough that we can gently hover over them, and then we can line up on the runway and bring this bird in.
Wow, will you look at this fog that just rolled in?
Yep, I was just explaining to the viewers that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And all of a sudden, it's starting to look like clam chowder out there. Alright, but I can still see the runway, so we can still do this.
And I'm going to let you do this because I would not feel comfortable unless I've got some kind of ILS approach to work with here.
It's really not that bad, Allie. Come on. Alright, right here looks like a good enough spot, so go ahead and bring her down, and then I'll do my hover taxi over to our parking spot, which is going to be on that tarmac to the right there. Okay, right here looks good. There's really not that much wind out there, but the air is a little bit turbulent, and I'm definitely starting to feel the effects of it there. Alright, so we're going to go down here, and I think we should be able to cut across that grass, because I really don't want to go past this. Alright, here we go. Getting kind of close to that lamp, so we'll swing out to the left. Go. Come on, baby. Full stop. Full stop. Alright, nice. We want to put it in the circle. That will work.
So you remember those renovations you were helping these folks with? You might need to put new asphalt down.
Ha ha ha. I don't see my champagne yet. Sheesh. Let's see what she's talking about. There is nothing wrong with this asphalt. This is fine. It's on crack, I swear. Alright, so I guess we're going to hang out here and wait for Allie to get back. Alright, I see her coming now, so let's go ahead and see if we can set up our final destination for today, which is Rostraver, which is Kilo, Foxtrot, then we want whiskey, and Quebec. Actually, some whiskey would go great right about now. Make a delightful change from all this eggnog, or excuse me, rumnog that I've been drinking this holiday season. Alright, there it is, Rostraver. And we need to be on a heading of 114, so we'll go ahead and plug that in real quick. Let's see, we had it to 061, I believe, so we'll swing out. It's heading there at 90. Come on, baby. 113. Crap! 117. Okay, let's pull it back this way. There has to be an easier way to do this. You know what? I'm just going to stick it at 113. We're fine with that. Alright, so we are pretty much set. And there she is.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Oh yes, I was just telling the audience just how much I missed you. Alright, so I assume this means that we are ready to go. And what kind of champagne did we get from these people?
We've actually got 2 bottles. It's your lucky day. We've got a bottle of Martini and Rossi Asti Spumante and some Corbel.
Alright, well I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to save the Martini and Rossi for our office, but the moment we fly over the Monongahela River, open up your window and throw that damn Corbel out.
Belle, that is so petty. Have you ever heard of It's the Thought account?
Yeah, well all I'm saying is I thought they liked us.
So I think I can see Rostraver way off in the distance there.
You're going to be seeing it a lot easier in a minute, because I'm going to get us some altitude so that X-Plane will do its thing and actually not be realistic.
So I've been meaning to ask you ever since you got this helicopter, just how maneuverable is it?
It's pretty nimble, Allie. That's all I will say. It's pretty nimble.
Oh, really? Well, I'm a captive audience. I'm strapped in. Why don't you show me what this thing can do?
Alright, but just remember you asked for it. I'm going to wait until we get past the highway there and we're just about near the river. And then I will show you a couple of things that this helicopter can do that most helicopters can't.
Well, this ought to be interesting. Let me make sure I've got the champagne strapped in tight, just in case.
Very good idea on your part, and like I said, you gonna learn now.
I am impressed, Belle. That was awesome. I've never seen a helicopter do that before.
Yeah, that was pretty much one of the deciding factors for purchasing this one.
So, can I try one?
Try one what?
Duh, barrel roll.
Yeah, about that. I'm not sure you could handle it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Allie, what the hell are you doing? Let go of the cyclic!
You were saying?
Oh my god, woman, are you trying to kill us? This thing is not a toy.
Oh, so you want me to do it again?
No, we're good. We're just gonna follow the river, back to Rostraver, we'll be fine. We're losing altitude, we're good.
I tell you all the time not to doubt me.
That you do, and I'll make a promise to you, starting next week, I will teach you how to officially fly a helicopter. In fact, we can probably start with the 300 CBI, that should be great. Okay, I'm having a classic case of CSS again. We need to get some altitude. We're not going to follow the river.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but Belle, what does CSS stand for?
Oh, I didn't tell you? Can't see shit.
I totally should have seen that coming, Belle.
Well, you did ask. But on the bright side, Rostraver is not too far away, so I am going to try and follow the contours of the land there. You might be able to see off in the distance the river makes a right-hand turn. When that happens, we're going to be going slightly left and we'll go up the hill to get to the airport. I should also hasten to add that I have not added in any of the HD mesh, the 3D HD mesh. So that will be coming later. Right now, all you're looking at here is just the default mesh. Alright, I think we should probably run into a little bit less fog, so I'm going to take this little cut down here where this road is. We'll go along this side of the river, and we'll see if we can make it up the little cut that leads us to the airport.
Sounds good to me, Belle. Just please be careful, because after all, this is not a toy.
I really hate when you do that.
Well, what can I say, Belle? Don't say something stupid, and I won't make fun of you for it.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so here we have the river again, and the little cut that I'm looking for is just off to the left. The road should also go up there. Oh, look, we got choo-choo trains. Isn't that lovely?
Isn't this the part where you're supposed to make the choo-choo sound?
Absolutely, I'm glad you reminded me. Choo-choo!
Oh my God, Bill, you're incorrigible.
I'm just going to assume that is a good thing.
Whatever works for you, Bill. Now is probably not the right time for me to ask, but did you remember to bring the keys to our office and hangar?
And now would be the perfect time to inject some irony and say that I didn't.
You are kidding, right?
Yes, Sally, I'm kidding. I have the keys. We're good.
Why must you do that to me, Bill? Really?
Because it's freaking fun.
Keep it up, laughing boy. I know where you sleep. Just remember that.
Alright, let's see if we can get over Route 51 here and just land at the airport. Okay, so if you recall this airport, the very first one that I built, I haven't really made too many changes to it since then. I do need to add like the traffic flow so that way AI aircraft will start landing at it and taking off from it. But we do have 3 helipads to choose from, and since the windsock says we need to land this way anyway, we're going to slide on down to that first helipad, but that will not be our final destination because Allie and my office is way over on the other side, over by those white hangars that you can barely see over the top of the red ones there. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring it down right over here.
At which point you'll have time to give me like a brief takeoff and landing tutorial?
You're really going to beat this horse until it's dead, aren't you?
No, I'm just going to politely yet passive-aggressively keep jabbing at you until you finally give in and do what I want.
Yep. That's probably about right. Okay, well here's our first helipad, so how's about I will bring us down here, and then I will guide you to fly us from this helipad to our helipad.
That sounds fair enough. Deal.
And there you go. You're going to start off 2017 just right by learning how to fly a new vehicle. It's going to be great. Alright, whoa. Come on, baby. Come on.
Bill, what was that?
Don't start with me. You want your lesson or not? Okay, what you need to remember is as you gently increase the collective, you're also going to need to change the pedal. There you go. Oh, whoa, whoa, adjust, adjust. A little bit of left cyclic. There you go. There you go.
Oh my god, I'm doing it. This is so cool.
Yeah, you're actually doing quite well for a first timer, but just remember, we've got trees to the left and we've got light posts and hangers to the right, so try to thread the needle, please.
Aye, aye, mon capitan. I will make sure that I keep her straight.
Actually, you might want to come down now and slow us down a bit because our helipad's right there.
I know where it is, Belle. Alright, I'm gonna need you to do the collective work for me and I'll try to stop us here.
Whoa, whoa, not too much cyclic there. Pull it back, pull it back.
Like this?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take over the collective. You just steer us towards the H.
Okay. She is a little bit wobbly, though. I do notice that.
Yep, Eurocopters are very finicky animals. Alright, hold on, hold on. Let me bring up the collective here. Don't land it yet.
Okay, Belle, I got it. Just say when.
Okay, dropping collective now. And we are down.
Nice. Thank you so much, Belle. That was teamwork. Now, give me the keys.
There you go, dear.
Thank you. I'll go open up the office and chill the champagne for us.
Sounds good to me. And that will do it for us, folks. So let's go ahead and put the throttle back down and we'll do our shutdown procedures here. And once again, Happy New Year to everyone. I promise that 2017 is going to be an awesome year. We've got a lot of good stuff coming. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you're feeling extra generous, why don't you share this video with some of your friends? That would be awesome. We're getting close to about 2,000 subscribers now. I'm really excited about that. So thank you to all of you for supporting me over the years. It's been great. Alright, let's go ahead and open that up. Flick the switch in a moment here. Let's check our RPMs. Yeah, we're within range. Okay, we can pretty much go ahead and stop this thing now. So coming up next on the agenda, I still have to work on Beaver County Airport. I'm going to be doing that in X-Plane 10, and then we'll go ahead and transport it over to X-Plane 11, where I will show it off in X-Plane 11. Let me pull Allie's door shut here. I swear that girl must have been born in a barn. Okay, as soon as our RPMs go down a little bit more, we'll go ahead and engage the rotor brake. In the meantime, I'm going to turn everything else off here. There we go. You, and you. Alright, now we're ready for the rotor brake. So we'll go ahead and flick that on. We'll latch it into place. And we'll turn off this light, even though it's already off because the battery's off. Alrighty, folks. That will do it for me. This has been BelGeode. Uh-oh, wait a minute. You know what I think I'm forgetting here? The headset. Okay, let's try that again. So yeah, that will do it for me. This has been BelGeode. I've been flying in X-Plane 11 in the Belicopter with Allie. And my hangar's the one on the end there with the door currently open and any offices to the back. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of a bug with this helicopter there. The tail rotor is still going even though everything else has stopped. Well, Dreamfoil, if you can fix that, that would be awesome. Or we'll just wait for Laminar Research to finish fixing it. But that will do it for me, so I will catch you on the next one. Again, if you've enjoyed, please feel free to give me a like, and I will catch you all later. Ciao!